Hi, Leo. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear. I have set that intention with my guides and with my deck. So if you're here because this popped up on your feed, then this message is for you. If you're here because of the title, then this message is absolutely for you. So let's get into the message. Ace of Cups, a new emotional beginning. Outstanding. Be sure and like the video, leave a comment if you feel called to do so, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. It really helps out the channel, and then it pushes the messages out for other people to get as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. Awesome. So again, we had that Ace of Cups here on the bottom of the deck, and this is like a gift from the divine, right? They are handing you this new emotional beginning, and it is up to you to really take this and pour into yourself, right? Pour into your own cup of love here and take this opportunity and run with it. So the situation here is the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is like stagnant, kind of bored energy, maybe even like really pulled back, right? So the cups are all about emotions, and this person doesn't look very content, right? He's just got his hands folded and he's sitting there and he's really ignoring this cup, right? So these kind of look the same, like this one's on wings, but like Spirit is handing you this opportunity, right? And you just need to be open to this new opportunity, this new cup of love here. And I feel like you are just very pulled back and not very open. Maybe you're just not open to the idea of a new connection, but you are definitely holding back for some reason here. So the blockage is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is about traditions and beliefs, and it's about, institutions. So this could be about marriage. This can be about like religious beliefs or some kind of tradition, like the traditional idea of marriage, right? You meet someone and you date for a while and then you get married, right? So this has something to do with your belief system. And I feel like this is maybe you being too rigid in your beliefs, maybe being too, um, holding back from whatever this traditional belief is, right? Because it's, you don't want to be too rigid, and you don't want to ignore the traditional wisdom here, right? You want to kind of embrace that. So the root cause of this is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a very fiery, passionate energy. It is like reigniting that spark. So maybe you're just very pulled back because of a traditional situation or because of your belief systems in a situation. And this is about you needing to like reignite that spark, right? Maybe in the past you've had some negative relationships, some negative, situations in love. That doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. This can be like with family as well. But I feel like this is just you needing to kind of find that passion, that spark again, in order to move forward and accept this new emotional beginning here. So in the past, we have the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is like this awakening. These people are literally waking up out of their graves, and it is about, again, leaving the past behind and going through a rebirth and a new beginning here. So I feel like this is about you needing to leave the past behind and accept a new beginning and really going through some type of a rebirth. And that could be rebirth like with your thoughts and traditions, right? Maybe this was a marriage that ended. That's what these traditional beliefs are. That's the blockage. And that's been kind of holding you back, and it's time to leave that in the past and move forward. So your higher self or subconscious, we have the 10 of Cups, and this is like the ultimate happiness, right? This is whatever the ultimate happiness is to you. This could be having children, the best job, the white picket fence, whatever it is for you. This is really kind of focusing on that ultimate happiness. And your higher self really wants to bring this into fruition here, right? You want this ultimate happiness. You want to find that person, that job, that thing that is for you, and bring in your ultimate happiness here. And that's really what you're focused on. Your higher self is focused on. So in the near future, we have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about defending your beliefs, right? Defending yourself, defending your position, your stance on something. So again, with this beliefs blocking you, you could be too rigid in your beliefs, and this is you being very defensive. Maybe you're needing to kind of not be so defensive, kind of let your guard down a little bit. And that doesn't mean you can't have boundaries, or you can't still have your opinions and your beliefs. But I feel like maybe don't be so defensive here, right? Stand your ground, but try not to completely block things off here. So in your feelings, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Like, you really do want a stable new beginning here, right? You want some kind of tangible beginning. So the Pentacles are earth energy. This is like stability. So this is like a home, or that job we were talking about. So it's just a very stable energy. And I feel like, again, this is you wanting this new beginning here. And Spirit is handing you, this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Pentacles, like these new beginnings here. In your environment, the influence, we have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. It is about collaboration, but it's also about like your work being seen and working with others in order to be seen. So you could be collaborating with others. You could be, this is also like about your community. So maybe this is, something to do with work, this new emotional beginning through work. And that could be you meeting somebody at work, or there is like a new emotional beginning when it comes to your work. Maybe you're taking on a new project or something, and it's going to bring some new stability and new emotional fulfillment, right? So your hopes and fears, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is wealth. It is abundance. It's stability, right? It is like that leaving a legacy for generations to come. This is, again, with the happy home, the happy life, whatever that is for you. This is like ultimate abundance and prosperity here. So you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And so I feel like you're really focused on the long haul, really focused on the future here, and wanting to really bring in, the happiest life that you can. I feel like you are really focused on bringing things in for yourself here. The overall outcome, we have the Lovers. So this is some kind of partnership or union coming in here. So whether this is in business or, a romantic partnership, there is like soulmate or, some type of union partnership coming in here. I really feel like this is a love reading because we do have, that Ace of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers here. I feel like this is, some kind of love partnership. This could be a business partnership as well. If you're not looking for love, but you're just needing to open to new opportunities, and maybe, not be so rigid in your belief systems or your traditions, right? Maybe this looks a little bit different than what you're used to. Maybe it's a little more fiery, a little more passionate, and you just kind of need to lower your defenses here a little bit. Maybe it moves a little bit too fast and you're not ready for it because you're not open, right? You're not open to new opportunities. You're not open to new beliefs, new traditions. So I feel like you just kind of need to stop holding back here. Maybe open up a little bit more. So what does Leo not see coming, Spirit? So we have the King of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, so this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This is like your energy, this King of Wands, right? This stepping into that King of Wands energy, that leadership energy, like, he takes control of situations. He's standing in his power. And then we have the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. So there is like a needing to heal from some type of heartache and loss here. And that could be why you are pulled back, right? And you're really standing up for your beliefs, the traditions that you do. But there is like this need to heal from this, right? So this is what you don't see coming in. This is like you really taking control of this and healing from this loss and realizing, right, that like you're so focused on what you've lost that you don't realize what could come in, right? If you open to these new opportunities. But you're definitely taking control of this and needing to step into that King of Wands energy. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, right? It's just that needing to step in to yourself and your power and really overcoming from this grief and this loss and healing from that so that you can have these new opportunities. What's the advice, Spirit? Awesome. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Page of Wands. So this is really about staying patient and optimistic, right? So don't let that Three of Swords and that Five of Cups energy keep you down. Like definitely heal from past situations that you need to. But I feel like that's why you're being so defensive, because you need to heal and open up to new opportunities. So the Seven of Pentacles is about that growth, that patience, but also looking at situations and making sure that it's worth the energy. Is it worth your time? And then you have the Temperance, which is like that calm, that patience, that really balancing out here. And then you have the Page of Wands, which is that optimistic, enthusiastic, like new adventure type of energy, right? So maybe just try to remain patient, remain calm. Like this is also about like, alchemizing, like really taking these lessons and alchemizing that energy, right? And integrating the lesson in here, integrating this patience, this calm, and grow from whatever that past experience was. I just feel like you need to open up and be more enthusiastic, definitely keep your boundaries, but try not to be so defensive here in the future. Because there is like this love partner trying to come in here, right? And I feel like you just need to open to it. Also, things may grow slowly, right? With that Seven of Pentacles. Especially if you're still healing and needing to heal a little bit, like take things slow. You don't have to go super fast here. So we have obligation. Stop telling yourself you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. You stop your flow of abundance. Maybe that's the traditions and beliefs here. Maybe you are thinking that there's one way you need to do this, so you're holding back, or you're not opening up to a new opportunity here, or you're not open to new things, right? We have release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all the drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Yeah, that Four of Cups, holding on to things, holding on to certain beliefs, certain traditions. It has to look this way. We have to do it this way. So I feel like this is just you needing to open up and really heal from something here, because you have this union, this partnership coming in here, this lover's energy. and just take things slow. Be patient with yourself, but keep that enthusiasm. Again, you have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Reignite that spark and that enthusiasm for life and for relationships. Don't stay defeated, right? So I hope that message helps, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.